Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to talk about a psychological subject. Point is psychological, it's about fear. Two kinds of fear are there. One is real fear, and we should be fearful about it. Other one is surreal fear. It's called phobia, and there's no need to be fearful about it. So today's title is Some Can Control Fear, and some are. Fear controls them. So some people actually control their fear, surreal fear, the phobia, and they keep on moving in their life successfully. Don't have any hurdle, don't have any roadblock in their success, in the path of success. They don't fear of phobia. They don't have any kind of fear of phobia. They don't have any kind of fear of surreal fear. But then other kind of people are there who are afraid of every single thing. Going to school, attending interview, indulging in any kind of business venture, doing anything, they would always be skeptic. They would always have no confidence. And they will say, I'm afraid of this and I'm afraid of that. So, those people who are fearful for nothing, fearful of surreal fear, they actually mar their progress. They cannot progress in life. They are afraid of every step in their life to take. They are afraid of teachers. They are afraid of education. They are afraid of police. They are afraid of judge. They don't go to court because they are afraid of judge. They don't go to hospital because they are afraid of operation or surgery or drug or this and that. Those are phobia. Those are surreal fear. So today we are going to talk about two kinds of people. Type A people control fear. They know that whatever the fear I actually carry in my bosom is phobia, surreal fear. It is not real and I should not pay attention. I should keep on moving. Even though fear discourages you, but you are not going to be discouraged by fear. These are type A people. Type B people are afraid of every little thing. They are afraid of interviews, they are afraid of education, they are afraid of college, they are afraid of teachers, they are afraid of mouse, they are afraid of mice, afraid of cockroach. These kind of people are not going to make any kind of progress in life, but they are going to keep moving backward every step of life. They never take any step forward, but all the steps backward. I have prepared 5 points highlighting all these fears that we carry in our bosom. Some are true, some are untrue, some are facts, some are fake, some are real, others are surreal. So number one is, you control fear or doom and gloom in your life. If you are not going to control your fear, you are not going to be able to do anything in your life. You are not going to be man, but you are going to be a mouse. You are not going to be educated because you have a fear of teacher and education. You are not going to be healthy because you have a fear of medicine, surgery, doctor. You are not going to fight for your rights because you are afraid of going to court, you are afraid of lawyers and judges. You are afraid of every single thing in life. So you are going to confine yourself in the four walls of your home, glued to your television, and you are going to spend the rest of your life because you are fearful even of wife or husband. You are not going to get married because you are fearful of your spouse. So every single thing in life would be doom and gloom. You are not going to end up anywhere at all. Number two is, always walk into the direction of your fear. Said by Gandhiji. What Gandhiji has said, always walk into the direction of fear. If you are afraid of darkness, then go into the darkness, walk into the darkness. fearless. If you are afraid of water, walk into the river, learn how to swim. If you are afraid of going to school, do go to school. If you are afraid of talking to teacher, asking questions, then do ask questions and go to teacher. Your fear will definitely fizzle out. Fear will fizzle out if you practice that fear frequently. That is why in English they say, when going gets tough, tough gets going. So when you see that times are tough, don't succumb. Don't stoop to the time, don't surrender. But make the tough time to surrender you. That is why also they say in English language, tough times don't last. Tough people do. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. Those people who are still alive, ticking, surviving against the COVID, are tough people. And those who are dead, more than 1.5 lakh people, they were not tough. COVID was tough for them. Third point is, fearless minds can make a vast difference. Rabindranath Tagore has said it. Rabindranath Tagore has said it. Tagore was the name given to him by Brist. His real name, his genuine, authentic name was Thakur. Rabindranath Tagore has said in Gitanjali, fearless mind makes a vast difference. He has prayed to God in his invocation in Gitanjali that, hey God, make my people, the people of India, fearless, with fearless mind, fearless heart, no fear of anything, because he knew that liberation will eventually hail. In 1947, the liberation hailed, but he wrote in 1913, or earlier, he got Nobel Prize for the Gitanjali in 1913. At that time he said, hey God, oh my Father, make my people, the Indians, fearless, so they can fight against all kinds of injustice. They can fight for their rights. They can fight for their family. They can fight for their progeny. They can fight for their religion. And ultimately, they can fight for their nation. So that was the most important thing that Rabindranath Tagore has said. Next point is, fear is innate. Fear is innate. 100% of the people in the world, 100% have fear. Noam Chomsky, the polymath of the world, has said it. You cannot be without fear. If you don't have fear, then you can do all kinds of hazardous things. Jeopardize your life. Jeopardize your family. We are fearful. That is why we live. We are fearful of ignorance. That is why we attend schools and colleges. We are fearful of starvation. That is why we work hard. We are fearful of going to jail. That is why we abide by the law. We are fearful of getting punishment from the police. That is why we pay taxes and don't resort to violence. We are fearful of fire. That is why we don't play with it. So, fear is always good. But external fear is good. Internal fear is phobia. It is not good. Internal fear is your foe. External fear is your friend. So, Noam Chomsky has said, fear is innate. You have to manage it. Management is not only for business, but self-management, emotional management, friend management, your fear management, your time management, your money management, your family management, your religion management, your education management, your knowledge management. Management word is now applicable to every single thing from top to toe. So he says innate, it's intrinsic, it is internal, and you can manage it, you can get rid of it, you can let it go, and you can expel it from your system, and you're going to live with a fearless mind, like Rabindranath Tagore has said. Fifth point is, I am fearful, so I live. Socrates, world's greatest philosopher. 2200 years ago, he has stated such gorgeous, wise, prudent words. I am fearful, so I live. He says that if you are not fearful of lion, then you are going to go close to the lion and touch its whiskers. If you are not fearful of fire, then you are going to play with fire. If you are not fearful of going to jail, then you are going to violate the law, evade taxes, commit crimes. So he has said, fear actually saves us. Fearlessness mars us, kills us. So these are the 5 points about the some control fear and some are controlled by fear. So that's all the time we have today. Tomorrow we're going to talk about something else. And thank you very much for watching and listening. God bless all of us. Thank you.